Arne, let's start with your substitutions. Have you had a bigger impact? 22 seconds before they linked to give you the equaliser.
Yeah, you need to be a little bit lucky with that because we took Ibu out, who's normally a big threat in set pieces. But we all know Jot can score a goal. Kostas has a good set piece. So yeah, we brought them in to score a goal during the game or in the end of the game, but they immediately did it after 20 seconds.
And you spoke pre-match about the Forest defence. I mean, it could have been more, couldn't it, had it not been for their goalkeeper and some of the saves?
Yeah, their goalkeeper, but definitely also the defenders, because I think the goalkeeper had to make a few incredible saves, but their defenders also prevented some shots on target because they blocked almost every shot. I couldn't have asked for more. Second half performance was outstanding. There are not many teams that can create so many chances against a team that's defensively so strong. And unfortunately, we couldn't score the second.
That's the thing, isn't it? They're quite happy for you to have the ball. How does that affect the dynamics and obviously the way you then have to go and try and break them down?
It's so difficult. I said it after the United game. Every time you have the ball, you have to go past 11 players because the other team, when the goalkeeper has, they kick it long. So that's also their strength. So first you have to defend it, which is difficult enough because Wood and all these fast wingers. So first you have to win the second ball, and if you win the second ball, they just go back in a low block with 11 players around the 18-yard box, and then with such a good defenders and a good goalkeeper, it's so hard for every team to create here. That's why I was so happy with our second half performance, because it was just one chance after another if we played, because there was also a lot of moments where it took a while before the restart was there.
I was going to say, there seemed to be a lot of frustration on the sidelines. What was the main cause of that, do you feel?
Us being 1-0 down or being 1-1, that's always the main reason to be frustrated. And then you want as much playing time as you can, but the team that's happy with the current result wants as less playing time as they possibly can. So there were, for example, a moment where they went to the floor, there was not a head injury, and the referee blows his whistle and there's not even treatment. Those are moments you try to say, okay, this is maybe what they want, and let's try to prevent that. But yeah, that's not why we had a draw. I think Nottingham Forest can look back at a very good game, defended really well, and we can look back at a very good second half.
And that's the thing, as we head into the Premier League in the new year, I mean, are you satisfied with where your team are? Do you feel that they're better now than they were the last time you played Nottingham Forest?
Oh, we were definitely better than the last time we played Forest. That wasn't that difficult though. Yeah. We didn't create much chances back then, we created a lot today. So second half of the season is always more difficult. You've already faced the team, they know us better, they know our playing style even better. Some teams even bring players in during the winter break or bring a new manager in. So the second half, and they have to fight for every point. So here at Forest they want to stay up where they are. And next week maybe you can face a team that's in a relegation battle. So to win in the second half of the season is always harder than in the first. But if we can continue bringing these performances in like we did the second half, then we will not always be that unlucky that it ends with a draw.
Thank you for talking to us.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
They were so much better. It was chaotic, it was manic. Neither side could keep the ball. Both sides were going for it. Yeah. They wanted to both come away with all 3 points.
It was a bit of a throwback, wasn't it? It was a bit of a throwback to the old games that we used to watch, where you see one team attack, we defend, and then switch it over and give you a go. And we're used to seeing so much controlled football in recent times. It's just it's a nice, refreshing kind of night tonight. And we've seen a few of them games recently, and Liverpool have been involved in a couple of them. But I think Liverpool have shown great character today in going a goal down and then persevering, keep on going, keep pushing, get their rewards. 2 great substitutions play a part in the goal, and then keep pushing for that second goal. But at the same time, I think the way how resolute Nottingham Forest were at the back, the way they defended across the whole pitch, the structure of the team, and they were still a threat at times.
Yeah, Liverpool was so much better in the second half, though. It still took until the 66th minute for them to get their first shot on target, which was that Jota equaliser, and it came just after Arne Slot made these 2 key substitutions in the 65th minute. Tsimikas on for Robertson, and Jota coming onto the pitch as well. And what that meant is that Gravenberch actually went into the defence, didn't he, Crouchy? But the 2 substitutes combine here with their first touches to score the equaliser. Yeah. That's amazing.
It was brilliant. Yeah, I think the delivery was one Robertson poor delivery, and I think that was it. He got hooked, and Jota finds himself in between Murillo and Chris Wood there. And if you see Gakpo, actually pins him here. Gakpo just moves towards the goalkeeper. Sells can't get out. And what I love about Jota is, quite often Murillo wins that 9 times out of 10. But a proper goal scorer anticipates him missing the ball, and that's what he did there. He anticipated, he was jumped and he was ready for Murillo to miss it. He did miss it, and it was a great goal. It's just what Liverpool needed at that time.
They're so strong defensively, Forrest. What did they just not get right there?
Listen, sometimes you have to credit the ball. It was a fantastic ball the way it came in. And Murillo maybe just, again, losing sight of where the danger man was behind him, but also Chris Woods maybe. When you sneak in behind them, in between players like that, it does make it difficult. And what I would say, we and Crouchy were talking off camera, Diogo Jota, he had 3 chances in this game. He came on as a substitute. He knows how to find space and where the ball falls. It's just an innate understanding of where that ball is going to fall in the box. Unfortunately for him today, that a goalkeeper was in magic form. He couldn't find a winner.
How good was the Forest keeper, Matt Sells?
Honestly, some of the saves he made there was one from a deflection that was absolutely world class. And Jota again, I think it was another one where he came out and smothered it. He was first class. I thought Murillo, I think it was the right decision to give him man of the match, but Sells must have run him close.
Why were Liverpool so much better in the second half?
I think it's just urgency. I mean, in the first half, I think they were taking shots from distance, didn't really have their shooting boots on. Second half, it was important. They upped the tempo and changed the game. Well done, mate.
As you can see, Chris Wood has come out to join us now. Chris, I think we should say congratulations for taking a point out of that game. But how do you feel after going in front to only come away with a point?
Look, yeah, I think in the manner of how it's worked out, it feels a bit more of not a defeat, but like a bit more frustration and disappointment, especially the way we conceded. We're normally a lot better than that at set plays, and the way we conceded just leaves a sour taste in the mouth.
Doesn't it show how far you've come, though, the fact that you are disappointed to draw this game against the team top of the table?
Yeah, well and truly. They're a good side. They've shown it all season, and we had to stand up and be counted today, and it shows Liverpool have come a long way, but we've got still a long way to go to keep competing and winning these games.
Chris, I was bigging you up before the game. Yeah, I was.
You didn't let him down, Chris.
You got to watch the show before. We talked about it.
No, I said what a good finisher you are, right? And you proved that to be the case, And I have to say, in this team, we soak up a lot of pressure. You don't get many chances, so when they do come, you have to be clinical, and you were today.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, especially in a game like today, we're not going to create tons and tons, but we've got to
look at this, Chris. Go on. Yeah, talk us through it.
We've got to just take opportunity when it comes, and I think it's one of those. The ball's bouncing around, and it's been able to break and found himself in that pocket, and the ball is weighted perfectly, so I don't even have to think about taking a touch. As a striker, you just try and put it across goal.
It is a wonderful run here. What's in your thoughts as the ball's coming to you here? What are you thinking as you're lining up to shoot this?
It's one of those, just get it on target and get it across goal. It's very hard for a keeper if it's going across them down in the bottom corner, and that's where you just try and make it as difficult as possible and hit the target and put it in the back of the net.
How much are you enjoying it this season? Obviously, like a lot of goals, and it's the creativity behind you, the pace around you, like almost like a 4 with Morgan Gibbs, White, Alanga, and Hudson-Odoi. How much are you enjoying that?
Oh, very much so. I'm enjoying it so much. They've shown their class over and over, and they continue to develop and continue to get better, and I reckon they'll get even more better. I mean, they're young still, and they've got a lot to come.
This season, obviously, you guys have changed the fortunes from last season. Struggled last season, with all due respect. What has been the catalyst for change this season that have pushed you into this position where you guys are looking at the top of the table and feeling comfortable where you are?
Look, I think it all started last year, but we're in a position where we had to fight at times. The manager came in, put in his ideas, but sometimes when you're in that rot, you can't get out of it, and you have to try and fight your way through it. Pre-season was a big one. We worked on a lot of things, and it just came with belief and confidence when we started winning your first few games, and you just take it from there.
Obviously, we touched on you attacking wise, but defensively, like the best record in the league, and the goalkeeper was absolutely fantastic. How good are the 2 centre halves as well?
Look, they've been fantastic. The whole back five, I think they've been absolutely superb this season. Salzy's been arguably the best keeper in the league so far, and he'll continue to do that all season. I know and have the belief in him, and the 2 centre halves get a lot of credit, but rightly so, because they are fantastic. They're solid, they're strong, they work hard, and they keep a lot of clean sheets, and they're even good going forward when they get a chance.
The goal celebrations, I'm really waiting to see that you join in with Ole Einar, Callum, Anthony on the moves and the vibes. Are we going to see
it's almost Bolo's end of vibe.
Definitely not. I can't be doing that. No, that's not me. I'll stick to the more traditional ones. And
the knee slides.
That's all I can go for.
I like it.
You've got, there you go, just a traditional knee slide.
Nothing wrong with that, mate.
Nothing wrong with that.
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
You've got to know what you're good at, innit?
Exactly.
You've got 13 Premier League goals this season. We can see that confidence in you on the pitch. You're 1 goal off your best Premier League tally now, 17 3 games left to go. I think you'll probably do that easily, won't you?
Yeah, fingers crossed. I just got to keep working. I keep doing the business and see where it takes me. Got goals and ambitions like our whole team. We just got to keep striving for them.
How important has the manager been? Because he seems like a really calming, cool, kind of like authoritative figure on that sideline. What was he brought to you as an individual, but also as a team?
He's brought that belief that back into me and instilled that as a number 9 and striker. You want that belief of your manager to know that you're going to be out there playing week in, week out, give him the belief of leading the team and doing the business for him. And as you say, he is cool, calm and collective. And he just works on tactical knowledge and just tweaking a few things to make it better every week.
What are you saying to each other in the dressing room? I'd love to sort of hear exactly how you're all speaking to each other, because you talk about this confidence that you've all got as a team. You're second in the league. Are you talking about winning the title?
No, there's no talk like that. We're just talking about keeping progressing and keeping getting better every week, every month and things like that, and seeing where it takes us. All we can do is focus on the next game, and Southampton's going to be a tough one, but we've got to deliver and win that game and do what we can here.
Chris, before we let you go, I mentioned how many goals you've got this season in the Premier League. Overall, you've got 82. You're chasing down your old teammate next to you. 108.
Yeah, I've got a while to go
not
for
far-
him.
Oh, it's not that many.
Yeah, who knows?
He's got that in the locker, no problem. Got about 100 in the Championship as well, haven't you?
It's getting there, yeah. Well, I'm happy where I'm going, but I've got a lot more to I want to achieve in my career. And yeah, if I'm going to chase down the big man, then I'm very happy.
Chris, well played tonight. Congratulations on the point. We really enjoyed watching the game, and we appreciate your time out here as well.
Cheers, guys. Take care.
Man.
I mean, he's getting better, isn't he, Crouch?
Obviously, I love to score goals. I scored in my first touch today. Obviously, that gave the team a bit of momentum. I had two more chances. I think I could have give us the 3 points. Unfortunately, I couldn't, and game on.
What was said on the bench before you came on? Because it was both substitutes who made the impact after 22 seconds.
I actually said to him, we were watching the cup cup goal 2 or 3 years ago where he passed it to me, and we were on the touchline there, and I was just saying, yeah, let's go now, recreate, you assist, take the corner. And it was a goal. It was one of those occasions. Everything went right. Like I said, I'm not happy because I think we could have won.
Do you take any consolation in the form of the goalkeeper? He made some outstanding saves.
Yeah, I was telling that to my previous coach.
Still take some comfort in the position that you're in with a game in hand at the top?
Nah, I think it's a long way. Premier League, every ground you go, even at home, it's always hard. So yeah, it's 1 more point, but obviously we wanted the 3.
Congratulations on your goal. Thank you.
Thank you.
The draw here this evening, how did that?
Emma, thank you very much. Now remember, as well as this game, which will have plenty more reaction to come for you, on screen now, Diogo Jota that got the equaliser for Liverpool here at the City Ground tonight, and these are the
Business once more on the back of that very important equaliser. 1-1. So deflection, and it will be a throw-in. Well, what can they do to stop him running at them? Romeo Lavia. And there it is, the half-time whistle. So the beginning of the second half here at Stamford Bridge. Possession 1. Mudryk. Being egged on by the crowd. And a goal to re-establish their advantage. Just look at the celebrations. Palmer.